Hi, and thanks for joining me. It's another Fun Fold Friday. I'm Patty from PS Papercrafts, and I'm so glad that you joined me today. Today we're going to make a double flap Fun Fold card. I don't know if I've made this in the past. I've made something like this. I'm getting, I've got so many different Fun Folds. I think I might be on repeat mode now, but isn't this cute? It's a Christmas card, and it opens like this and then like this. So fun and very easy to make. So on this card, I use the, let me see the paper. It's the Christmas tags and more mix and match specialty designer series paper. So these paper packs are really fun because they have a lot of, they have these sheets that you can cut and just quickly make tags, right? And then the other side is another pattern. And you get, what do you get? You get 36 sheets and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of each. So these, oh, look at that. There's different backs. I think I went too far. This is a different pattern. So you can cut this side and you can use this. So let's see what the back of this is. Pretty, right? And then I thought this is a super easy card front. You just cut it and you can have, you know, put your sentiment on it. So these are 6 by 6, so you would have to cut it down a little bit to fit on a card front. So you've got these. Oops, wrong one. Okay. And then, and this is the pattern that I used here. And then you've got this plaid, and this is the pattern I used here. Then you get 4 sheets. There's 2 sheets. These are die cuts. I'll try to use the one that that's not die cut. So you can quickly, you know, make a card with these. And then you get 2 of these as well. So they're a little bit different from each other. But it's great, and this is where I got the Christmas ornament from. So very easy card to make, and this paper just made it even easier. So I did the sentiment. Merry Christmas is Merry Christmas from the Jolly Holly. And then I love this. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. So that's what I used on the inside. All right, and then I just added one of these sparkling sequins, traditional sparkling sequins. These are great because they've got the greens, the reds, the silvers, and then there's some, I think it's Pool Party that goes with the paper that this goes with. So let's make a different, use different products to make today's card. I'm going to use the Peaceful Garden, and I love this paper. It has the doves, but I love all the other prints. Make sure, yeah, Peaceful Garden. I love the blues in this. There's Misty Moonlight, and then there's Secret Sea and Cloud Cover. Very pretty. And then we're going to use the Peace on Earth stamp set, and we'll get to the rest of it as we go. So I have my pieces cut. This is Cloud Cover. And this piece, I will have a, down below in the description, there's like a little paragraph, and then there's all these links to my online store, links to a project sheet that will have all of the, you know, measurements and instructions. There's link to my blog, which will have also links for the instructions. So there's a lot there. If you just like scroll down. I don't know how it works on phones because it seems like a lot of people have a hard time finding it, so I'm not sure. I always do all that stuff on my my laptop. So so this is, the card base is 5.5 by 7.5, and we're going to score it at 3 1/4, or you could say 4 1/4 because that's the other side of it. So let me just do 3 1/4. So this would be 4 1/4, like if you did it this way, if that's easier. So you're going to end up with your 4 1/4, you know, card base. All right, so it's 5.5 by 4 1/4 once you fold it. And then this piece is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to just score one side. It doesn't matter which side, they're all even, at the 1 inch mark. So this is our flap. I'm calling this piece the flap. Okay, so let's just fold this and get out our bone folder and burnish it. So very simple card. I mean, you just really, these two pieces, and then you're going to layer it with the designer series paper. So this piece I'm going to put here, and I think that's so pretty with the cloud cover in it. This is, I think, my favorite pattern in the paper. And this piece is 3 by 5 1/4. Okay, and we'll just adhere this down. I'm going to use my Seal Plus. You're going to see how easy this comes together. I think I'm getting to the end of this. I can see the red. We'll just refill it, but I have a second one here in case I run out in the middle. So we're just going to try to get this all centered, even border around it. And then this piece is going to come here, and we're going to use this piece. And I did cut this pattern. I kind of cut it so I can get, you know, I didn't want to go smack in the middle. I know I went in the middle of these, but I tried to get as much of the doves as I could. This piece is, this is the flap. It's 3 by 4. So this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, but once you fold that 1 inch, you end up needing a 3 by 4. And isn't this pretty? I love that as well. Sometimes I hate to put adhesive on the designer series paper because it's so pretty. So again, you want to just try to center this as best you can. And then this piece will come on here. So we're going to put this down. And this you want, Seal Plus is a strong adhesive. You could use tear and tape. I don't think I would use just seal. You could use tear and tape. You can use liquid glue. And you want to make sure it's right up, even top and bottom, and right up against that edge here. Okay? Let's see how it looks. Pretty, right? And then we're going to take our inside piece. And this piece is 1 by 5 1/4, and it's going to sit right here so that when you close this, you're going to see it next to here like this. Okay? Before we put this down, though, I want to stamp the inside, and I also want to stamp a sentiment on the front. And what I'm using is the Peace on Earth stamp set, and I'm going to do sending peace. And then on the inside, I'm going to say love and joy. So I hope that makes sense. So let's get I'm going to use Secret C. And let me get a strip of paper. So I have, this is a 7/8 piece. I'm hoping it works good. And what we're going to do is the piece. We don't want to get the love and joy. I'm trying to read it upside down. So you can just stamp it like this. There's plenty of room where you're seeing that the L is not covered, or you can cover it with like a post-it note. But I think this is spread out enough. So we're going to make sure this is straight. Peace. And I hope the comma isn't like a weird thing there. I think it will make sense once they open it, and then we're doing sending, and I'm just going to try to center that. Look at how much ink I got on that. Whew. Okay, and then we want to clean this just to make sure we don't have any ink. We're going to do the inside with the love and joy. Okay, and I'm keeping this lined up, or keeping this, I'm not putting this down until I stamp, just in case I have a problem stamping. But I do want to put it here so that I know where to center this. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure that I start at the L and I don't get anything from the other side there. And love and joy. Okay, pretty easy. If it doesn't work, you flip it over and do the other side. let's cut this down. So again, this is 7/8, and I'm just going to cut it. I'm not measuring it. I'm just going to cut it so that it looks, you know, about even or all around. Okay, you can cut it with snips if you want. So let's put this down. Right along the edge of this. Get it on the bottom. And then let's put this on top of the inside layer. And we'll cover this when we put this down. So just make sure it's centered. Let's close this, make sure this looks good. You want it to kind of line up here and here. All right, it's coming together. And this, I'm not going to add anything else because I think, you know, the doves, I think I'm going to put it right here. The doves, I think, you know, that's a good design. So let's put this down with some dimensionals, and maybe we'll put some ribbon on it. Let's see. I have this pretty Misty Moonlight ribbon with gold. That might be nice. I don't know if we need ribbon. Let me get it. So this is that ribbon. Let's see how it's going to look. I used this for my September card class. And this ribbon is very pretty. If you can make it work, there we go. It's got this little gold, silver edges to it. All right, let's get our ribbon scissors out. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. Okay, we'll get a glue dot. Almost out of glue dots too. All of a sudden your adhesives start running low. And we'll just put this here. And if you want to put more than one piece on, you can. Let me just snip this a little bit. Okay, and then I thought we have these hues of blue flowers. Maybe we'll just do a little tiny one. I think we'll do this color. I think there's Secret Sea, Misty Moonlight, Cloud Cover, and White. So let's get our Take Your Pick tool. And I like the Misty Moonlight. I'm thinking I could have stamped it in Misty Moonlight. But it's in here. Pretty, right? So it kind of matches these flowers. So this is the card. Again, it is a double flap fun fold. So you open it, love and joy, sending peace, love, and joy. And then this one, Merry Christmas. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. Very easy to do. And I think you could kind of pump these out pretty quickly if you wanted to make some kind of fun fold Christmas card. Let's see what's up for next week. Again, this is my inspiration calendar, which you can get each month if you subscribe to my email list. And there is a link below, like I was describing my links, to subscribe. And so the 10th, we have the double flap fun fold. Next week, we're going to make a multi-panel fun fold. So I don't even know what these are sometimes. I see a card on Pinterest and then I have to learn how to make it. And I'm not sure about this one. All right. So in here, I do sketches usually on Saturdays. Thursdays, I always do a color combo. You can find that on my blog, my card. And if you want to, I'm also on Facebook. I would love for you to post your version of it, what you made with the colors. And they don't have to be Stampin' Up! Colors. If you're not into Stampin' Up! Colors, just get like, so this week, do a gray. Pretty Peacock is like a, kind of like a blue-green deep color. And Cajun Craze is like an orange. It's this color. So, you know, pick your colors, brown, blue, and pink for next week. And you know, I posted on my Facebook page. I would love to see it. I would love to see your sketch ideas based on the sketch that I followed. And then these are just ideas for you to be inspired to make something. But thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next Friday. Have a good week.